There comes a moment in every man's life when silence says more than words. She ignores your calls. She replies with cold one-word answers. Her presence feels more like absence, and the question echoes in your mind. What did I do wrong? But what if I told you? Her silence is not a punishment. It's a test, and how you respond defines not just the outcome, but the kind of man you truly are. This is where Stoicism steps in. Because when a woman ignores you, you don't chase, you don't beg, you rise, and you act like this. 1. The power of indifference. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." In other words, the power lies in your perception. When a woman ignores you, the first instinct is to panic. You analyze every text, replay every moment. But a Stoic man does the opposite. He embraces indifference, not because he doesn't care, but because he values his peace more than a temporary emotion. Her ignoring you? It could be a game, a distraction, a test, or maybe it's her own emotional confusion. Either way, it is not your job to decode her silence. Your job is to remain centered, unbothered, rooted in your self-worth. Do not let your inner peace be dictated by external approval. A woman's attention is not a validation of your value. And her ignoring you? It's not a threat. It's information. She's showing you something. Now, the question is, what are you going to do with that information? 2. Detach emotionally. Observe rationally. The Stoics teach us to divide the world into 2 categories. What you can control, and what you cannot. Her emotions? Not in your control. Her responses? Not in your control. Your reaction? Entirely within your command. So detach. Not with resentment, but with awareness. Observe your emotions like a wise old philosopher. I feel rejection. I feel confusion. I feel anger. But don't become those emotions. You are not your impulse. You are not your heartbreak. You are the observer, the calm in the storm. A woman might ignore you to provoke a response. She wants to see if she has power over you. If you spiral, she wins. If you stay stoic, she wonders. And that is the beginning of your shift from being reactive to being respected. 3. Don't chase. Replace. Chasing is the language of the desperate. Replacing is the language of the disciplined. When she ignores you, your first temptation is to prove your worth. Send more texts. Call again. Try harder. But here's the brutal truth. The more you chase, the less she respects. Desire without self-control leads to your downfall. A Stoic man doesn't run after what runs away. He lets go, not in bitterness, but in boldness. He replaces pain with purpose, time with training, longing with leveling up. Why sit around waiting for her attention, when you can become a man whose attention is a privilege to earn? Her ignoring you is a closed door. Your self-work opens 10 more. You don't chase what's fading. You attract what aligns. 4. Embrace the silence. Silence is not a void. It's a mirror. It shows you who you really are when no one is watching. So when she ignores you, don't fill the silence with noise. Don't rush to distract yourself. Sit in it. Reflect. Write. Read philosophy. Let it teach you what comfort never could. Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This is your trial. This is your fire. Let it shape you, not shatter you. 5. Respect yourself first. Respect is not demanded. It's reflected. If you don't respect yourself, you will accept being treated like an option. You'll tolerate crumbs of affection. You'll chase after someone who's emotionally unavailable. And that's not stoic. That's self-abandonment. Instead, honor your boundaries. Honor your time. If she's ignoring you, communicate once with clarity. Then pull back. No passive aggression. No guilt-tripping. No drama. Just quiet strength. That's rare. That's powerful. That's unforgettable. 6. Build in her absence. Let her absence become your focus. Turn loneliness into leadership. Turn rejection into redirection. You want revenge? Live well. Grow so profoundly in your purpose that one day she looks back and realizes she ignored a man who became undeniable. Not because you changed for her, but because you remembered who you were without her. A woman may ignore you, but you must not ignore your potential. You don't need closure. You need clarity. And clarity comes when you stop chasing and start creating. 7. Final Stoic shift. The Stoic response to being ignored isn't coldness. It's composure. It's not about playing games. It's about playing life on your own terms. It's not about revenge. It's about rebirth. It's about becoming so focused on your growth that you no longer crave external attention. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. So be okay with her misunderstanding you. Be okay with walking away with dignity. Be okay with not explaining yourself. A Stoic man acts with principle, not with pettiness. So, if she ignores you, act like this. Be calm. Be focused. Be silent. And most importantly, be unavailable to anything that doesn't respect your value. This is the Stoic journey. Not just for the battles you fight with others, but for the battles you win within. When she ignores you, don't fall apart. Stand taller, because the greatest revenge is becoming the man she can't ignore again.